So the F1 pressure is real, guys. I know, I have been there and I feel you. First of all, you have to pay for your education, and education in the US is not affordable, to say the least. And especially as an international student, you guys pay 2x, 3x of what residents would pay. And by history, the only way, the only reason that higher education is in the US is blooming or it's surviving is thanks to the international students. International students are the ones that actually make universities money. This is a huge business for higher education, and it's fine, right? But from your perspective, you have to pay between $12,000 to $20,000 per semester, according to the average, according to the statistics. That's the average tuition. The work minimum wage service jobs that drain your energy. When I was a student, I actually went to college in Omaha, Nebraska. So don't laugh at it, how I ended up there. But, you know, it's a chain reaction, chain migration, we call it. One of our, I went to Turkish high school in Isikul. So one of our graduates, he was already there. And when we were deciding where to apply, he came to our high school and gave us a speech, and he said, okay, you guys can come. And that's how we ended up in Omaha, Nebraska. So I was taking 12 credits. I was working as a butcher at first. Then I worked at a gas station as a cashier in the most criminal area, because that's the only place that would hire me, right? And, you know, our gas station would actually get robbed at least one time a week. So that's how crazy it was. So like my friends who worked there actually got gun pointed in their head in the same gas station. And then I worked as a waiter. So just to tell you, like my schedule, one of the Thursdays was in the morning from 8 to 12, I would go to college. Then from 1 to 4, I would work as a waiter. Then from 6 to 8, I would play soccer. And then from 9 to 6 a.m., I would actually work at gas station night shifts. So, you know, and I was making $7 an hour, making $2,000 a month-ish. But I was meeting my ends somehow. But the crazy thing here is that, you know, you have to pay your bills, right? So that's why you are working in these service jobs. But one thing you don't really notice in a short term is that you are draining your energy on the service jobs, which means you just don't have energy to learn new things. You don't have energy to study and invest in your future. So that's, I would say, this is the biggest pain point, that these jobs actually drain your energy. So 12 credits or lose your F1 status. You guys know that pressure. And the craziest part is that you are going to college, you are in the American university, you are taking all of these courses. You don't know what you don't know yet. All right? Oh yeah, I kind of know, yeah. Like if someone asks you, what do you know about programming, you will tell, oh yeah, I know Java, and then I also took C++. Yeah, I did take database. And then once you go hit the job market, you realize, damn, I actually don't know anything. And that happened to me. So I think I went to the job market for internship using my CPT, and nobody would hire me. I actually got interviews. I had the most bullshit resume ever. Like I still have that resume. And like I have all of the programming languages in the world. I know everything if you look at my resume. And then I go to the interviews. I actually went to like 2-3 interviews, and they were just asking questions, simplest questions, like simple HTML question. How do you change a color of a text in HTML? Do you guys know? How do you change a color of a text in HTML? Uh, like if you don't know, this is the simplest question ever. And I didn't know. Because I mean, obviously, I cannot blame college for everything. It was also my fault that I didn't really prepare. And I didn't prepare because I didn't have the right expectations of the job market. Nobody told me, hey, you gotta be serious about it. This is gonna be this much hard. These are the type of questions that are gonna be asked, and this is how you should answer. I didn't have that type of preparation. Okay. Yep. See, when did you sleep? I slept at my gas station job because it was night shift. So now ideal F1 roadmap, guys. First, you go start your college, then you need to take 24 to 30 credits that make up between one academic year. And then you are allowed to take CPT already. And with CPT, ideally, you should, while after your first year, you should take CPT and gain 6 months of experience. You should actually get a real proper internship at a good company. Now, this 6 months of tech experience will already go into your resume. Then you go back to college. So like my suggestion is to do this during the break because there are two ways you can do it. You can, I'll talk about in the next slide. Basically, you do your CPT internship, go back to college, finish your degree, get your degree, and then land a job with OPT, ideally in Fortune 500 companies. So Fortune 500 companies are the top 500, the biggest 500 companies in the US that are publicly traded. And then because why these are preferred, because they have higher chances of approval for your H-1B and actually sponsoring your green card. Okay. So let's talk about CPT, guys. So CPT is a curricular practical training, is a type of work authorization for F1 students, allowing them to engage in internships, corporative education, or other types of work experience directly related to their major. Here's how it works. So eligibility, students must have completed one full academic year, 2 semesters in their program, unless they are graduate students whose program requires intermediate CPT. So for undergrad guys, as soon as you complete your first year, you should be eligible for CPT. Application process. So the most important thing is you need to have a job offer. And once you have a job offer, you have completed your full academic year, you can go to your International Student Services Department and they should be able to take care of your I-20. So there are 2 types of CPT, part-time or full-time. You can do part-time while you are actually studying. Like if you are actually taking 12 credits, you can do part-time and take 20 hours per week, or during breaks. If the program requires it, students can work more than 20 hours per week. So you can actually work full-time, guys. How long are the breaks? I think you can take 3 months break, right? In a year. I think, yeah. I think you are only allowed to take 3 months break. Let me know, guys. Yeah. So if it's 3 months break, the ideal solution is you work full time for 3 months during the break and you work part time 20 hours after your school starts. So you should get 6 months of internship experience in the ideal case. Also, one big mistake or confusion, CPT is not only about internships, guys. You can actually get a junior role with CPT too. It doesn't have to be internship specifically. The title doesn't have to be. It's actually, I would say, it's much better if you actually get a junior role, not, and then in your resume it will go as a junior, not internship. So, but one thing to be very cautious about is that you don't take more than 6 months of CPT, because if it accumulates 12 months of full-time CPT, they may become ineligible for optional training program. So if you take too much of CPT, you might get rejected for your OPT. So 6 months, limited for 6 months. That's my personal advice. You guys can seek for more legal advice if you have any friends who have more experience with this, but this is my personal advice here. So job level and payment, CPT can be both paid or unpaid positions. The job must be at a level that corresponds to the student's education, internships or junior level positions. And the good part is you also get credit for the CPT, guys. Whenever you are taking the CPT, you also get credit. You don't study, but as soon as you complete your CPT, you'll get extra credit for it. I don't remember how many credits they give, but they don't give full. Maybe they give like full four credits or something. Okay, we will talk about should we land a job while studying in college. Yes, that's a good point. That's what we will get into. So that's for CPT, guys. For those who already completed, they are like closer to the graduation, then you need to start thinking about OPT. So you have two types of OPT. OPT is optional practical training, right? This is what gives you a legal opportunity to work after you complete and gain some practical experience. Pre-completion OPT, you can apply after completing one full academic year of study. You can work part-time up to 20 hours per week while school is in session, and full-time during breaks. So as you can see, like you might be asking me, what's the difference between pre-completion OPT and CPT, because they kind of say the same thing. They are very similar, but you get 6 months of CPT and also total of 90 days, no, total of 3 years of OPT combined, pre-completion and post-completion. So you need to ensure you are using those 6 months of CPT first before you start touching your OPT. Because for you, time is everything, right? You want to get as much experience. You want to extend your time as long as possible. So you have post-completion OPT as well. You can apply up to 90 days before your program ends, and must begin no later than 60 days after completing your degree. So here you go, guys. You only have 60 days to get a job after you complete, to retain your F1 status. Once you graduate and you didn't get a job in 60 days from your graduation, that's it. You guess what you need to do? You either need to depart the country, you need to either change your status, or you need to, if you are undergrad, you can apply for master's. So those are the three things you have to do to legally stay in the US. Cool. You will need to apply for OPT through your international services, international student services. Extending your OPT, guys. So this is, if you are so I assume everyone is computer science, so it's a STEM direction. And the great part is for STEM students, you guys can extend for additional 24 months. So your first initial OPT will be given for 12 months, and then your extension is for 24 months. So that gives you 3 years of legal work authorization. Okay. Now, when you think about it, so the trick here is that when you go to the job market, guys, like you talk to recruiters, the first thing you do is you apply, and then either during the application, there is one field in almost all application which asks, do you now or will ever require sponsorship, visa sponsorship? Okay. When you say you have, like, if you don't want to lie, you have to say yes, right? And when you say yes, there is automatic application tracking system, which already removes you from the candidate list for, I would say maybe like 70% of the whole pool. If there are 100 opportunities, 70 opportunities you are not eligible for. So you are only competing for this 30%. I'm being very generous right now with this 30%. 30% of the opportunities. And there is a huge pool of candidates for those 30%. Okay, so these are the odds you are playing against, guys. So which means you have to be super sharp. But also, this is a 3-year work experience for a company. This is a pretty long, as you can see, like in my case, I didn't work for more than 3 years anywhere. I was working like 3 years at max. So 3 years is more than enough to come into the company, learn, and actually make impact. So you just need to learn how to sell yourself, right? Whenever you go to the job interviews, and if the recruiters ask you, hey, you have a work authorization, you're gonna tell them, you're not gonna just tell them, hey, yes, I have an OPT. You're gonna tell them, hey, I have a 3-year OPT. And they're gonna say, oh, if it's 3 years, yeah, let's do it. I'm not gonna require sponsorship for 3 years. Instead of saying, yes, I will require sponsorship, you say, I'm not gonna require sponsorship for 3 years. This is all about how you position yourself, how you position your personal brand to your potential employers. Because in your mind, you should believe that in 3 years, I can come in and I can make a lot of impact. And also just by statistics, 3 years is already a huge time in one company. Yep. So yeah, that's OPT, guys. Your chances are much less than like citizens or green card holders and so on, but you still have a lot of opportunities. My key, like if you want to take one key takeaway from here is that OPT doesn't mean there are no opportunities. Like if you have the knowledge, if you are skilled, if you are talented, if you are passionate about it, if you are sharp, there are tons of opportunities for you in the US. So recipe for locking yourself up in the US. So what happens, right? Now, this is what most students do. You basically, now, the fact you guys are here already means, okay, you are being a bit more serious about your future, right? You are understanding, hey, you are understanding your risks too. So you are trying to manage your risks better. But what most students do, if you just don't do any extra things, you just keep going with the flow, and then you take the courses. Yeah, you are doing all the minimal things, which means like you are relying solely on the university program. So you are taking all of the credits, you are getting A's, yes, but you're only relying on university program. Not getting a CPT internship, which leads to hard time landing a job with OPT, because landing a job with OPT, guys, is also not easy. It's a proper job opportunity, right? And companies are like, it's a crazy thing in the job market. If you don't have experience, nobody wants to look at you. So it's mandatory for you to have some experience on your resume before you hit the OPT. So that's why CPT is super important. And if you are going to the OPT with only as a university graduate, you only have 60 days. Very hard, guys, very hard. Like you have people who have 6 years of experience and have hard time landing a job in 60 days. And once these two things happen, where you find yourself is applying for asylum just to stay in the US, right? You guys know, big chunk of your friends already probably applied. And applying for asylum after you have already spent more than 1 year in the US is already a guarantee that your process will take forever. I have friends, guys, who have been in the US we have been in the US for 12 years now. If we came in 2012, right? We came together. They still don't have green card. They haven't gone outside of US for 12 years. They haven't seen their home country for 12 years. They haven't seen their parents for 12 years. So US is sticky, right? You can't leave it. Like it's very hard to say, okay, I'm leaving this and I'm leaving US. Because the trick is if you leave the US, you cannot come back, right? And nobody wants to lose US. And like you see people living in the US for 12, 15 years without having green cards. So like make sure you have a right strategy towards green card. Green card equals freedom, guys. Real freedom is green card. So you gotta do whatever has the highest chances for you to get you the green card. Also, whenever you are doing this, like whenever you go through this roadmap, whenever you get an OPT and H-1B, you can actually travel with your visa too, freely. And as long as you have whenever you land to a very good company, when you go to the interviews in the embassies, it's very easy to get visas. Like when I had Apple, guys, no country would reject me just because I'm an Apple engineer. And also, obviously, they will look at your tax too, right? Because you will be making lots of money. As just all you have to do is get into those companies. Okay, how you maximize your chances, guys? Choose a narrow tech career path. So universities are known for being generalists, and they don't hide it, right? It's like actually their model. Their model is to teach you just in case. Hey, I'm teaching you this just in case you might need this in the work. But you should learn just in time things. Hey, I have decided that in tech industry, guys, you have so many different directions. Software engineering is just one, right? There are different types of software engineering. Backend, I'm pretty sure you guys know all this. So backend, frontend, mobile developers, you have DevOps engineers, QA manual engineers, QA automation engineers, cybersecurity engineers, UX UI designers, product managers, project managers, and so on. So first thing you have to do is you have to choose a very narrow tech career path. Now, what should be your decision criteria? One, it shouldn't be communication heavy. So like everyone is international students here, so English is not your first language. Like UX UI design, product management, project management are heavy, communication heavy. You have to communicate with the clients, you have to communicate with business stakeholders, founders, and so on. So, unless your communication is perfect, you can go there. But also those type of fields which are communication heavy and less technical tend to be more competitive because, really you are competing with just who is the best communicator there, right? Also, tech careers like product management, UX, UI design work better for people who have previously worked as like software engineers or QA engineers or DevOps engineers. Also, criteria is which positions have the great opportunity and competition ratio. Okay, like full stack development, backend engineering, software engineering. Those are the highest opportunities. Like the most job opportunities are for software engineers. That's not a secret. But also the most competition is for software engineers too, because all of the universities are training software engineers and all of the bootcamps are training software engineers, if you look from bigger perspective. So the competition is higher. But it's a still good direction to go. And the third criteria is which one is the fastest one I can actually become an expert in. Now here, software engineering, to become like a very good expert in software engineering, you need at least 12 months of like intense nonstop studying. Because in 6 months, you can learn foundational programming languages. Then you need to learn more DevOps stuff to become a software engineer. Like you need to know everything DevOps know to be a proper software engineer too. So that's why. And you have DevOps, QA automation engineering. These are the two fields which actually you can start from scratch and actually master in 6 months and become like top talent, because they are not, like as I said, DevOps is 50% of software engineers' job. So like all of the jobs you guys are seeing are the result of, hey, I think software engineer is doing too much. Let me take this and make it a new position. That's how DevOps was created. Hey, I think UX UI design. Hey, I think front-end developer is also designing here. I think that's too much for a software front-end developer. Let's just take it and make it a UX UI designer. Why is software developer testing his stuff? I think he's spending too much time on testing, not building. Let me pull it out. Okay, let's hire a QA tester. That's how all of these positions were created. So once you choose a narrow tech career path, now you need to dive super deep into that career path. Depth in your field, guys, in tech, depth is way more important than the breadth. Okay. For example, if you are in the university, you are covering like, let's say C++, Java, C#, Python, JavaScript, that's wrong. There will be, when you join a company, you won't use all of those programming languages. You will use just one to build one product. So you need to choose one and dive deep into it, because depth is way more important than the breadth. And these are basically technical skills. Technical skills are easy, guys. Like if you think technical skills are hard, no, technical skills are the easiest thing out there. Because technical skills can be learned as long as you just sit and invest your time. What's more harder, the more difficult is learning to sell your personal brand, like personal marketing, being a good sales person in general, right? Because when you hit the job market, you're selling your personal potential, you're selling your personal experience, you're selling your vision, you're selling your personality, you're selling your energy. It's a sales business. And you need to learn how, like basically whenever you're going to the interviews, you're gonna think, okay, I have like been working so hard. I have been getting lots of A's. I have been also taking extra projects on the sides. How can I position it and how can I sell it and relate it to my employer so that they can see me as a huge asset? And this is a game. It's learned. It can be learned in one day, but through practice, through certain formula and strategy, you can actually become a really good seller. In our course, like students, when they come in, like we ask them to record, to tell me about yourself when they come in, and it's very like boring. And after they graduating, tell me about myself, tell me about yourself question, which every company asks, is much more detailed. It's to the point. It's all written around, okay, what type of problems the company that I'm being interviewed for has, and how am I actually, in my tell me about yourself speech, how am I telling them, hey, I have experience solving those problems, so I'm your problem solver here. So you're talking to a problem solver. I know you have a problem. That's why you are looking for people. I have experience solving those problems. Now, you know what to do. You gotta hire me, type of like meta message, we call it. Be aware of your odds, guys. I just shared it. You have way less chances in terms of opportunities. So it means you have more demand to be sharper. Sacrifice and focus. So, it will require sacrifice, guys. To become sharp, you need to sacrifice either sacrifice on things like social media, on parties. I know it's hard. Your age right now is the perfect age for social life, having like very busy social life, friends, parties. But do it for sure, but don't overdo all those type of things, right? Make sure like you are do it as long as you are doing your daily tasks that are getting you to become like super sharp and get an OPT, and you can like party and all that stuff, but not too much. Cut on your social media unless you are making money out of it. Change your Instagram to LinkedIn. Change your I don't know, TikTok to GitHub. Or to Reddit, to Twitter at least. Read like news from TechCrunch. Stay up to date from whatever is happening in the tech world. And The only secret sauce is work hard, guys. Hard work pays off. So now how can I help you guys? How we can help you in your journey and in helping you secure your roles? First of all, like this is the first time we are doing anything of such kind for F1 students. Our target audience is usually anybody who wants to break into tech. Doesn't matter you have experience, or you don't have experience, as long as you speak English and you have a work authorization in the US, you come in, you give us your 6 months, you spend 3 hours every day. We guarantee you that you will become the world-class engineer candidate. And throughout our experience, we have helped over 600 people get into companies like Apple, Amazon, Meta. We have 15 graduates working at Chase, guys. So at VideoX, for you guys as an F1 student, we can help you become an overqualified engineering candidate for internship and entry-level positions. Because after our program, our graduates apply for mid to senior level roles. And they are landing senior level roles. Now, imagine what that would do to you when you get I guarantee you guys, you're gonna get it. Getting interviews is not a problem. I guarantee you everyone is gonna get an interview at very like top, 1,000 company in the US. For sure. Getting an interview is never a problem. It has never been, even like in the worst crisis, getting an interview has never been a problem. Are you ready to impress and sell yourself and be picked among other 100 candidates they are interviewing? That's the only question you want to have in your mind whenever you're going. Like, right? Don't spend zero of your energy thinking, oh, there are no interviews. No. The only 100% of your energies, you should believe in your core. I'm going to get 5 very serious interviews from companies like Apple. Guaranteed. Okay? Now, 100% of your energy, I want, because I'm getting those interviews, I want to prepare and I want to land those. That's it. Like in your self-belief is that I'm going to get interviews. And next, your energy, how do I prepare for those? Okay. Now, with our program, you can combine it with your university and work schedule because it's fully flexible. We have built a platform. If you are basically asking me how are we different from everybody else, you guys probably know our kind of competitors right out there, especially in Chicago. They are doing what we did in 2019, guys. Okay. We are all over. We are done with what they are doing, and we are the only bootcamp that has its own platform. So we are like edtech company, education technology. So it's fully flexible. Now, since day one, guys, I personally believe in learning by doing. Okay, I don't believe in lectures. I don't believe in too much theory. Theory is great. I don't believe in lecture in general. Like back in the days, like all of our competitors are doing what we did when in 2019, which we were teaching for 3 hours nonstop. 3-hour lecture, guys. Can you imagine? This is what we would do. And we would also ask students to spend extra 3 hours to practice what they learned in this huge 3 hours. Mind-blowing. But somehow we still graduate people. But right now we optimize so many things. So by the time you graduate from our course, guys, you will actually complete 938 exercises with auto assessments. And you have an AI mentor that, basically assists you with the exercises if you are blocked. And so just because you have solved so many exercises, your hands will have experience solving a lot of these exercises. And you get a community of ambitious, aspiring, and experienced engineers. Currently, we have 324 active members in our community. This is a combination of students, graduates, and mentors. And I'm there too. I'm very active there. I usually reply within 10 minutes to any message. Go from 1 to 10x engineer. So like we have a program which takes you from 0 to 1. right? We come from zero experience to one, and then we have a what makes us different and what investors are really investing in us these days is we have a first of its kind enterprise software infrastructure twin. So we are giving you an infrastructure that's personalized to you, which is the digital twin of enterprise level software infrastructures. And that way, our thesis is we want to give our graduates enterprise level software dev experience before they get their first jobs. So you are working in this huge environment. We already pre-built a lot of stuff for you. So instead of like in your university, your final capstone project is to create some project from scratch and they give you 2 weeks. I mean, what can you create in 2 weeks? Nothing really, one small website. And when you go to the interviews, Apple will ask you, hey, this is a system design of Apple Pay. Tell me what's wrong with it. And you'll be like, what the hell are you talking about? So that's why, well, we are giving you this infrastructure where you actually work hands-on on so many things that would take you like years to build yourself to get experience. So we are giving you already ready stuff, and you basically solve problems and add on top of something that already exists. Because that's what you do when you join companies. Nobody's going to hire you to build stuff from scratch. You're going to get hired to JP Morgan Chase, more student loan teams. You're going to be working on a student loan application that's been there for 100 years. So what else do we offer, guys, as a bonus is stand out from the crowd with the personal brand on your resume and LinkedIn. I personally review LinkedIns and resumes for every graduate. Battle check your knowledge with mock interview. So battle check your knowledge and skills before you hit the job market with one-on-one mock interviews before you graduate. And after you finish the course, we have unlimited weekly market support sessions after the course completion for everyone who is job hunting. So some of our past successes, guys. So I'm putting one of the most popular graduates. So you might know Elgina. She's a tech influencer. She's an influencer in the US, in Chicago. And Daily Malika. These are their Instagram tags, guys. You can follow them. They are our graduates. And we have Anthony, who just graduated from high school. He didn't go to college and landed a role at Boeing and making 140K or something. I think Elgina is making around 100K. I don't remember. And Malika got her role at Chase after she graduated from us, but she changed like multiple companies since then. And a few more guys for you. And this is just a small chunk of people who graduated and got their first roles in tech. As I said, normally we don't focus on international students because we take anybody who wants to break into tech and we place them into these great companies. Now, in terms of knowledge, you guys are much ahead. When you guys are similar to me, right? I graduated from my computer science. I couldn't land an internship. I couldn't land my OPT. So I had to go to bootcamp. I went to a coding bootcamp, studied for 6 months. And then after I graduated, within like a couple of weeks, first months, I got 3 job offers. Each of them are 100K plus. So that's how much impact this very focused career focused, no garbage programs can do to your life, guys. So at our course, we offer SDET and DevOps engineering. And we do this because the reason why we are picking these two is because our goal is to make sure it can be completed in 6 months. And in 6 months, you can actually go from 0 to 1 and become a very good engineer in it. I'm not going to talk about what is SDET, what is DevOps engineer. You guys are smart. So, just do your own research. If you need more explanation, you can reach out to us on Instagram. Or you can also set up a one-on-one personal consultation, guys. But if you are deciding to join our course, what you need to do is like actually research on these two and decide which one is better for you. You can be successful in either of these two. So like this is one mistake people make in the beginning. Like you wanna research enough so that you can see yourself doing this job for 5-10 years from now. It's not just for, okay, you don't want to say, okay, I want to start with SDET, then later I will do DevOps, because later you will have to take our course again. For you guys, for everyone who joined, thanks everybody for joining. So I have a limited offer for you all. So only for the first 10 students to join the September batch, we have a batch starting on September 9th. So only for the first 10 students to join the September batch from this group, we have our tech support. Please take a screenshot here, guys. Shahab, can you take a screenshot of everyone who joined? So only the first 10 people from this group will get a limited offer. And it's only valid for 72 hours, guys. So this offer is valid until Saturday, 7 p.m. CST. So what are you getting as a special offer? Guaranteed referral from a Fortune 500 company. So one guaranteed referral to a position that you say, hey, this company has this referral. I mean, position, can you refer me? Because we have a lot of graduates in Fortune 500 companies and friends, we will get you one referral. We'll give you one free soft skills guide from Adina that's worth $100. Amazing soft skills guide. We'll get you, on top of one-on-one mock interview you will get from us, you will also get one-on-one mock interview by a MAANG engineer. So, you know, we have a lot of friends from Apple, Google, and so on. And also we'll give you 20% discount from all the plans, whatever plan you want to choose. You can familiarize yourself with the plans on our website, videvex.co pricing page, and you can see all the plans. And if you still have more questions on the plans, feel free to reach out to us on Instagram. This is the promo code, guys. Take a screenshot, save this. F1CS is the promo code you want to use if you want to get this deal. Only this promo code is automatically set to only accept 10 redeems, and it's gonna automatically expire in 72 hours. Yeah, start learning today, guys. Thanks for joining, everybody. This was me, Askar from Bali at 7 a.m. And yeah, it makes me feel great to speaking to you guys and give as much value as possible. And time for Q&As. Who has questions? I want to answer questions if you guys have any questions. How did you land your first position in the IT in the US? Yeah, I did a bootcamp, guys. I did a bootcamp. 6 months bootcamp, very similar in, then that's how I landed my first job. Yeah, there is also a quiz, guys, if you want to decide between SDET and DevOps. Any questions, anybody?
I have a question. So I think a year or two ago, I saw that you were starting a data analytics course. Is there any progress on that? I'm very curious.
Our data analytics course is like 70% ready. But right now we are not working on it just because building a good, strong DevOps and SDET course turned out to be way more challenging than we anticipated, because like we are building a lot of tooling around these courses, guys. Like we have exercises, like for example, for DevOps, like you go to any other school or bootcamp, they will tell you, hey, install so many things. In our case, you just hit one button, start lab, and we are spinning up cloud-based servers for you. And you can do exercises. Once you hit check mark, our platform validates whether your solution is correct or not. So it's like we are basically cutting the time between assessments that are usually done manually. So short answer is there is no timeline on data analytics course. We have like Python ready, we have SQL ready, but we are looking for, we need to still work on statistics, which is the huge part of data analytics. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Definitely not till the end of this year. Probably 2025, we will launch data analytics, but not now. If I still have 1.5 years of college, when should I start bootcamp? The earlier you start, the better. You don't want to wait, because if, let's say you finish the course in 6 months, you still have 6 months, right? No. If you finish the course in 6 months, you still have 1 year ahead of you, which means you can, I think you can still do CPT. So you do CPT for 6 months, and to the OPT, you go with your bootcamp experience and with your CPT experience. So like everything is playing against you, right? Time is playing against you. So like, doesn't matter which year you are in, it's better to do this earlier, because you can gain a lot of experience. How long does the course last? Course is usually 6 months. Course is 6 months. The way it works is you self-study for 5 days. We have micro lectures that are 10 to 15 minutes long. Every micro lecture is followed by 3 to 5 exercises with auto assessments and AI mentor. If AI cannot help you, you take a screenshot and share it in our community. Let me show you guys around very quick. So we have this community right here. For example, help with exercises, and students ask for, hey, can you give me help with this exercise? And they take a screenshot and say what's wrong. And our tech support, who works there, who is always there, helps them out. What else? Yeah, and then once a week, guys, you meet with mentors. So for example, mentorship session for April batch, there is Elena. There are 30 students in this batch. Elena is our graduate. She's an amazing instructor. And what she does is every Thursday at 6 p.m., you guys meet for 2 hours with the mentor. And what you guys are doing, whatever you learned in this week, mentor is gonna mock interview you on this. Because our number one goal is that you are able to sell what you know. I don't care if you know it. What I care most, one thing I care about is like, can you sell me? Can you sell me your experience with Java? Can you sell me your experience with troubleshooting? Can you sell me your experience with deployment configurations? And can you do it in the storytelling manner? I don't want you to tell, like, whenever the way we teach you is like, if I'm asking you a question, tell me what is SQL? You don't tell SQL is a database query language for relational databases. No, you tell us, hey, in my previous project, we were building microservices for financial application. And, we had 3 microservices, and all of these microservices were connecting to a database. And so we were using Postgres SQL. And we had about 20 tables. They were all related with primary keys and foreign keys. So like, you see, you don't give the definitions. You tell how you have used it to solve a certain problem. So what you are selling is your experience, not your knowledge, your experience. Experience is way more valuable than knowledge, guys. Like, you can have somebody who is so knowledgeable. Like, let's take an example of driving a car. Somebody is so knowledgeable, read so many books about racing, okay? And then you have another guy who has been driving the car for 10 years. Who would you want to hire as your driver? Somebody with 10 years experience, not the book experience, right? So that's what the type of things, it's just the style of communicating and selling. That's what you guys practice on a weekly basis with your mentors. So the expectation is that you are spending at least 2 to 3 hours every day for 6 days, for 6 months. And that's the only reason you guys become overqualified engineers, because in just 6 months, you will end up spending way more hours learning and practicing things that are specifically related to your future job than you would do in your four-year university. Do the math. I have done the math a lot of times. It always comes up. You in just the 6 months you end up spending, because in university it's much chill environment, right? Hey, I have a couple lessons per semester. Next semester I don't have anything related to my job even. So yeah. Where are the questions? Hold on. Okay, is there any discount for international students? For first 10 people who join from this group until Saturday, you are getting 20% discount. And promo code, did you take the screenshot of the promo code? I want to share it one more time, guys. F1CS, whenever you are paying, there is a coupon field. When you do F1CS, it will be automatically deducted, 20%. Is there going to be a recording of this lecture? Yes, there will be a recording. We will share. So you landed your first job offer through OPT after bootcamp, and then you changed the green card. No, mine is different. I did my OPT basically because I couldn't land a proper job, so I missed my OPT timeline. And I just, asked my friends, not friends, really acquaintance, how do you call them? Acquaintance, right? Basically, someone I know, they had a company, like community center, a Turkish community center in Ohio. So I was there, an IT engineer, IT website engineer there, just for papers, guys. So I didn't really do anything, just to keep extending my OPT. But I got my green card through my wife is a citizen, so I'm a lucky one. If I'm doing associate's degree, not bachelor's, will bootcamp still help me? Yeah. I started with associate's degree. I did my associate's degree and then got my CPT through associate's degree. Totally fine. Like university doesn't matter, guys. What university you are going to? The only thing matters for university for you is like F1. I mean, unless you are going to like Ivy League university, obviously, like if it's actually like top prestigious university, then it makes a lot of sense. If it's not prestigious university, that university like goes to your resume, maybe 1% pump up your brand. But other than that, it doesn't really help. So only thing that matters for your university is your F1 status. So it gives you your CPT and OPT. So yeah, you can do it still. Can you please share how you got your green card through H-1B? No, I got my green card through, my wife is citizen, Adina is citizen. But for people who, I was inviting one of my friends who did like H-1B basically, but he wasn't available today. But yeah, during the course, guys, we will have for F1 students, I will have this is another limited offer, guys, bonus for you. I will bring at least 3 H1B engineers who are on H1B, who did like OPT and H1B, so they can share their experience with you. I have few. Is it possible to get H1B without bachelor's? I think so. Though don't take it for granted. Ask ChatGPT. I think so. I just was researching before like 1 week I was preparing for this webinar, and I saw, yeah, I think there is no, was it like bachelor's or master's? I don't remember. I think it was master's. I think it was possible to do it without master's. And if you have masters, there is more opportunities for you get to H1B. No, H1B itself goes as a lottery, but the green card process is not lottery based. It's application process based. Basically, companies are gonna apply on your behalf, and I mean, it's not 100% for sure. I have heard a couple stories that, for example, I have a friend working at Meta. Uh, they applied for a green card, but they rejected. But I also have other friends who worked at Meta that got their green cards. So it's, you know, there are lots of things that need to come together, but usually the chances are pretty high. What is it? Is it possible to get H without? It's not possible only if you have a bachelor's or master's. Yep. How much will it be with the discount? So I'm gonna show you the different plans we have, guys. I go to videox.co, go to pricing. So you have different plans, guys. You have first of all, you have pro and premium plans. Think about pro is you have 0 mentors. So like you get access to community, platform, AI and stuff, but no mentors. With premium plan, you get everything in pro plus once a week mentorship sessions in a small group. So if you pay yearly, if you want to get 12 months access, you pay 2,995. I think 20% is 599 from this plan. So 599, 2,995 minus 599, it's 2,000 what? 2,400-ish. Then you have monthly, guys. You can also pay monthly, but one thing, then from monthly, you get 20% discount too every month. The biggest difference between paying yearly and paying monthly is let's say you couldn't finish the course in 6 months. Then you have to pay for month 7, month 8, month 9, month 10, month 11. You have to pay for every month you want to keep access. So it's a subscription based. With yearly, you are basically saving $4,000 a year. If you like end up using the platform for 12 months, you end up saving $4,000. Hopefully you get one of them approved. You can apply 3 times. Yep. Oh, then it will be with discount 2,000. Yeah, 2,400 with discount. Yeah, and like pricing wise, guys, these are the most competitive prices, I believe. I don't know, you guys probably did the market. I haven't done the market research lately, but value to price ratio is the best out there in the market. And this is our mission, guys. Our mission overall at VideoX is we want to bring, I don't know, Stanford, MIT level, even better level of tech education quality at affordable prices to everybody in the world. And that's why we are building something that can scale. Our students love the platform. You know, like they are truly enjoying and in love with the platform and experience. So cool. Questions? Did I answer everything? I think all good, yeah? Yeah, once you join the community, and then you send me this message, Boeing could be one of the companies that we can refer to you through Anthony, as I mentioned in our special deal. Is it priced for full course? Yes. No, full course is like very tricky word, right? So I want to define this price 2,400 is for 12 months access, Now, you can finish the course in 6 months if you study every day. You can finish, if you are not studying every day, you might not finish it in 12 months. Okay, so it's an access for, basically, if you are studying every day, yes, it's for full course. But if you are taking it easy, it might go more than 12 months, then it's not full course for you. But it's access for 1 year, full year, and you course can be finished in 6 months if you study every day. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you are pretty surprised is the price, because usually this is the price for 1 month, yeah, in other bootcamps. Questions? Nur Mohammed, did I see you somewhere? You look familiar. Where did I see you?
Yep, actually, hello there. So we met 2022 when I just started applying to university in Bishkek. And
Oh,
then we second time we met at Kyrgyz Community Center in Chicago, and now here.
gotcha. Awesome.
It's nice to see you.
Yeah, great to have you back. Yeah, let me know if you have more questions. Keep it up. Which college are you going? Can you guys share which colleges you are going here?
Oh, I attend now National Louis University in Chicago.
It's
So, but I want to change it,
National Louis University is run by Kyrgyz people, yeah? Kyrgyz students.
Yeah, so there are many Kyrgyz people there. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, take it over, guys. Do the meeting. Take the president down. Let's put our own president. Columbia College. Columbia College in New York or the Chicago one? Because there is one in Chicago too, right? Chicago one. Yeah, I used to live right next to Columbia College. They have really good location. South Slope, Chicago. Montegri. Oh, now I remember you, Erkecan. Yep. Now I remember. Cool. All right. Any other questions, guys? If no questions, let's wrap it up. Thanks for joining, and you can sign up. You can take free trials, guys. It's in the. Just go to our website. Try free lessons. That 1 week is free. And what else do we have? And if you wanna still discuss any personal stuff, you can set up a one-on-one consultation with our student advisor, Sean. Sean has been with us for 4 years, has done more than 5,000 one-on-one consultations. So he's very knowledgeable. Also an ex-F1 student, guys. Cool.
Nice. So it means that all of us here, international students, are like, they have chances to land a job in those companies. I mean, those which like fellow WeDevac students landed.
Yeah, of course. Especially like bigger companies, they don't care, like Meta, Amazon, Google, Boeing, Tesla, Chase. This Fortune 500, 1,000 companies, they don't care about sponsorship, all that stuff, right? Like if you are talented, if you are brilliant, they actually bring people like from outside of the country, like pay their flights and everything if they see the person is so good. So the only focus is how can I really be good at my job? How can I be amazing in my craft? Right? Like it's same thing as, I don't know, you have an amazing artist. If you are good at it, people will find you. The world will find you. Justin Bieber, right? He was just good at it, and people found him right on the streets. the only focus is just be good at your craft. And you gotta first choose your craft. What's your craft gonna be? And then be really good at it. And there are different ways you can become really good at it. And like you can, like you can learn by yourself, maybe, but you're gonna end up spending a lot of time searching for the right resources, right exercises, the right practice. Then you need to ask questions. So you need a community. You need people who actually are really good at it to be in a matter of one message, right? In your case, like you have a huge community of people who are there in matter of one message to get anything cleared. What else? Yeah, and like university is another option, but the least likely option. Yeah, I think like those are the three options you really have.
And what do you think about like with automations and all these new technologies like ChatGPT and everything? Like will as that will still will last like in next 3, 4, 5, 10 years?
It's evolving. All of the positions are evolving. Like software engineering is evolving. Software engineering is not about writing boring code anymore. Software engineering is more about system design now, more about supervising what AI is writing. So is SDAT is also heavy coding, a lot of boring coding. Now the boring coding part is done. It's more about, you think about edge cases, you think about how to make it test faster, test better. So like finally our dreams of building, we call it like extensive through automation frameworks is becoming possible, because back in the days that was our direction and goal, but it was really hard to get there. Why? Because it's just like you have to do a lot of boring stuff. Now you don't have to bother. DevOps, same thing. DevOps also has a lot of boring stuff. All that boring stuff is being automated, but now engineers are focusing more on enhancements, making our dreams come true. So as that is, yes, as that testing is gonna be always actual job and in demand, because like it's just gonna evolve, guys. The way it's like, for example, testing was created and it was manual, then it evolved into a little bit of API testing, then into automation. So it's evolving. Now it's gonna evolve with AI. It's just gonna be, think about like all roles plus AI. That's the new feature. Like every 1x engineer has a opportunity to perform like 10x engineer these days. Like because we are developing, we have our own dev team in-house, right? To build our platform. I see it like since we started using AI, we can do crazy things. We can dream. We are not scared of anything these days. Whenever we want to build, doesn't matter, as long as I have an idea, I know I can build it because there is AI that's gonna help me build it. So right now it's gonna create the new era of software. It's gonna be abundance of software. There is gonna be huge software. There are gonna be software companies. There are just 10 people. There are gonna be, but right now, let's say you have one software company that requires 100 people. You think what happens to these 100 engineers because of AI? These 100 engineers are gonna work for 100 different companies, or not 100, 10 different companies, 10 engineer each. So now, like instead of working in one big company, there will be so many small companies. So opportunities are still gonna be there. Do you also have, no, we don't have product and project management because those are not technical. Product management wise, all of the products these days, if you think about it, like the word it says you are managing products, you are basically the leader of the product, which direction we should move the product towards. And if you think about all of the tech products these days, they are very technical. So to even lead a product, you have to be technical these days. So all of the product managers are being even rebranded into technical product manager. So people who are ex data engineers, software engineers, QA engineers, DevOps engineers need to learn product management. Then they become a really good product manager because all of the products in the world are technical, tech products, right? And you cannot lead a tech product if you don't have any tech experience. Project management is more about project management, but we don't have it. Yeah, it's also like requires a little bit of technical knowledge anyways. Can you tell us about resumes? Are you guys made up resumes? Do they believe? So it's, you know, it's totally up to you. For F1 students, I think like it will be hard to make up resumes, but you know, we can think about it. But this is all fully optional. Basically, what we tell students is, hey, you can, we don't recommend anything, right? We only give knowledge, and students, we help them review their resumes and give recommendations. And if they don't, they go out to the job market with just bootcamp experience. And if they don't get any phone calls, if they don't even get any chances to show them their potential, then they come and say, hey, like, I'm not getting any phone calls. Then we start thinking about how we can, what we can do on their resumes to ensure they can get phone calls. If my major is cybersecurity, what is the best roadmap? DevOps. DevOps and cybersecurity are like siblings. They're 60% of the stuff is exactly the same. Actually, like when you are a DevOps and then transition into DevSecOps, which is cybersecurity, the DevOps security, that's the best direction. Because when you learn cybersecurity from scratch, you are learning how to protect stuff that you don't really know how to use yourself fully. With DevOps, you first learn everything you're trying to protect with cybersecurity. You actually learn to build stuff and use it. Then you think about, okay, how can I now start protecting it? Yep. No, free. Oh, very good question. I actually, by the way, forgot to tell you this. Do you have free trial? Is it 1 month? We have free classes available to anybody anytime right now. They are limited to like half a week or something of worth of content, but doesn't matter which plan you guys chose. Let's say you chose annual premium or monthly premium. We have 30 days money back guarantee. No questions asked, no strings attached, because we don't want to take your money if you don't like our program. Like 1 month is usually enough to see whether you believe in this program, whether you believe this program will help you maximize your chances, right? So we have 30 days money back guarantee. Within these 30 days, you tell us, hey, Askar, I'm quitting. We give you, refund your money right away. So thank you for asking, by the way. I was thinking about putting this. I don't know how I forgot it. But we have 30 days money back guarantee on every plans, which is equals to free trial, really. Like if you want to just, if you have, yeah, maybe I don't want to give this advice. Okay. I want to give you guys an advice to trick us, but maybe not. Awesome. I'm glad it was useful. Yeah, my goal here is to be valuable and give you guys free valuable information before you even give a dime to us. Awesome. More questions?
Thank you so much for sharing all this information. It was truly valuable because no one else can share. Like personally, I didn't meet anyone who could share like this information, and it's inspiring. It's really
Yeah,
inspiring your story and the project you're making, and it's making so much of impact. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, by the way, for bringing it up. Thank you for coming, guys. And by the way, yeah, this just made me realize you guys are all young here, all students. Dream big, guys. Dream big. Don't limit yourself with anything. Like whenever you are dreaming, dream limitless, right? Like what you need to live this life. Your dream should be your compass, guys. That's the only way you will be happy. When you are truly following your dream every single day. Your every single action, decision should take you to your dream. Like if you don't have a clear dream, my first assignment to you guys is take a notebook, like actual paper notebook and paper, pen and pen. Go to, I don't know if you are in Chicago, go to Trump Hotel, get a like $10 coffee, sit in this amazing view in Trump terrace by yourself. Sit for 1 hour, just write what's your dream, where you see yourself in, where you want to be in 5 years, in 10 years, 15, 20, 25, 30 years from now. Step by step. And then like once you have it, you stay true to your dream every single day. Doesn't matter what happens, you keep trying, and you die chasing your dream. And I'll tell you guys, doesn't matter how big your dream is, everything is possible at your age, because you are just building your personality, your life, your career. And life is gonna be much easier. It's gonna be less stressful. You're gonna be happy. That's the true happiness. Happiness is not about getting married. Happiness is not about making money. Happiness is not about getting a green card, guys. This is one mistake a lot of people make. This is what I felt. I didn't leave US for 7 years before I left US for the first time. So I came in 2012. I went to Kyrgyzstan in 2019-ish, something like that, for the first time, 7 years. Then I went to Kyrgyzstan and came back, and I was empty-ish because I was fighting for this green card so hard. I was dreaming about it. But then it turned out that, okay, it's not the source of the happiness, really. I still have to keep living. Still need to keep working. Yeah, it opened up a lot of opportunities. Like I became more free. It gave me freedom, but still, it's not you cannot have dreams like, oh, I want to have a green card. Yeah, like it should be a goal, but your dreams should be like bigger. And if you want to build a successful startup, if you want to help millions of people realize themselves, right? Like whatever your soul is, everyone is born with one specific mission to this world, guys. Like my mission is to help people. I am by all of my numbers, I'm a teacher. And that's why I'm a teacher. And that's why I keep coming back to teaching. I have more than 1,000 hours of teaching experience. And till this day, as you guys can see, I'm super excited to talking to you. This is maybe also egoistic from my side, because I'm filling up my soul right now talking to you, right? By sharing my knowledge, I'm filling up my soul. So you need to find out what's your thing. And then based on whatever your passion is, do things from passion. Tech engineering doesn't have to be your passion, guys. You can treat tech career as just a means of living. If you are doing service jobs right now, if you are a waiter, if you are a delivery driver, you are not doing it because you are passionate about it, right? You are doing it because you need money. You can treat tech careers same way. I have friends who are not passionate about tech careers. We were both taxi drivers. He wanted to become a rapper. Then he got into tech, and tech gives you a lot of free time. You can do anything. You really work 4 or 5 hours a day, guys. If you really sit and focus work, you can do a lot of stuff in these 5 hours. And then he became very popular rapper just because he gained this free time, and he's doing his job just so that he has some paycheck to pay the bills. So really do everything based on your passion, build your dream, and make sure every day you are living to make the dream happen. And that's the sweetest part of this life. When you have a dream and you achieve it, what you are doing every day, And when you achieve, you see like, oh, I achieved this. It means something more is coming. I know what's coming next. And God rewards those who have a strategy and who just and also life is a test, right? God will throw you different type of tests that will test you whether you will give up on your core values and core mission and core dream. All of the tests are to test your core beliefs, core values. And then like they will give you a lot, God will give you a lot of money. God will give you fun experience, like opportunity at Google. You'll become a Google engineer. Then that's a test too for you, because now all of a sudden you're making $300,000. You are on the top of the world. How do you treat yourself when you're on top of the world? And how do you act when you are on the bottom of this world? And doesn't matter which part of the world you are in. One thing should stay true is your dream, your core values, unshakable personality. You keep going. That's when you win this life. Cool. All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks, everyone.